5 Weather Forecast is sponsored by Eastman Credit Union.
Let's start off with some viewer video of some intense wind and rain that was occurring with the storms earlier today when we had our first round of strong to severe storms. This in the gray area from Kelly Hatch. You can see the winds really strong. The winds almost kind of look like the rain's kind of blowing in a circular fashion, but nonetheless part of that tree did come down a little bit later in the video. But we also had numerous reports of some like quarter-size hail here in the south central community. James, thanks you for sharing that, and another shot of some hail here from the Glade Spring area. And from Meadowview, Virginia, some jagged hailstones coming down here, thanks to Sharon Wilson. As I mentioned prior to the break, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for areas of Harlan and also much of Leslie counties until 10:45. The storms that are responsible for that severe thunderstorm could have winds gusting up to 60 miles per hour and possibly some quarter-size hail. There is some rotation within this. I wanted to show you that in just a moment, but moving off to the east at about 45 miles per hour. So this will be heading toward Pineville and Middlesboro and Harlan between now and 10:38. Rose Hill into Lee County around 10:47. Lee County Airport and Cumberland and Pennington Gap around 11 to about 11:10. So folks in Lee County, just be aware that this storm is moving in your direction and be prepared to take shelter as needed. But there is a little bit of circulation associated with this particular storm right through here. It's kind of broad and not necessarily going to produce a tornado, but the tag on the National Weather Service text did indicate a tornado possible. Now we do have a tornado warning for the metro Knoxville area currently. That warning is in effect until 10:45, and you can see that storm is pushing eastward at about 50 miles per hour, very rapidly, and will be impacting Corrigan at 10:26 and areas around Dandridge at 10:50, Sevierville around 10:43, Kodak around 10:36, White Pine around 10:59, into the Newport area of Cott County around 11:05, and the Briarwood Safari Ranch around 11:09, and into Greene County around Mohawk around 11:15. So the area of rotation not quite as perhaps distinct as it was about 20 minutes or 10 or 15 minutes ago, but still the possibility that the metro area of Knoxville could have a tornado on the ground. Certainly hasn't been observed or indicated, but enough rotation on our Power 5 on Morristown's National Weather Service radar to indicate the possibility of a tornado. Now it does look like as we go into the coming hours here, I would say this might be a little bit slow as far as the likelihood. I'm just going to skip that. I showed you that. I'm going to say what our storm impacts are possible as this line of storms continues to push eastward. Looks like we obviously are going to have some intense rainfall. There could be that whole line as it pushes eastward. If we need the warnings, strong straight line damaging wind gusts will be possible, and the elevated risk for possible hail up to nickel to quarter-size hail, and again maybe an isolated tornado as we do have that tornado warning in effect for areas of Knox County pushing eastward at about 50 miles per hour. Now as far as the rain totals between now and let's say 2 or 3 in the morning, probably about 1/3 of an inch to an inch most areas, locally 1.5 to 2 inches, and that could cause some concern for some minor flooding. And we do have flood watches in effect for areas of eastern Kentucky and Dickinson, Buchanan County through the early morning hours. Now, once the storms do push through, I expect gusty winds to return, but much more tranquil weather tomorrow. I think we'll see partly cloudy skies and about 30% chance still of a passing shower or two around, but highs will be around 75 to 80 as we go through Wednesday. And a quick look, which will take a closer examination at the bottom of the hour at your extended outlook. We will cool off and dry out Friday and Saturday, and we'll look more at that Memorial Day forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
The News 5 app is the app for your severe weather coverage. It's more than just a forecast. You can also find out about traffic issues, power outages, and school delays. It is free in the App Store and on Google Play.